Alright, part 5 of Limbo walkthrough. So we left off at this little ladder section here. You're basically going to want to use this box to climb up that ladder. I'm sure you can handle it. Once up here, we have a pretty cool conveyor system area. It's pretty straightforward. What you're going to want to do is pull that one out and climb over. Try to leave as little space as you can. Then you want to pull it back. This one, just hop straight over it. You're going to want to click that switch. Then hop back over it. And you want to push it all the way to the left. You're basically going to get a tire. Here it comes. Pull it all the way back to the other one. Then switch handles and push that all the way to the right. You have now transferred a tire downstairs. Climb back down the ladder. Right there, you see me pushing that all the way to the left because you're going to be getting that box down here eventually. You're going to hop up here, and there's that tire you dislodged. Push it all the way up the ramp, and then book your way back to the right. And you'll see the timing's pretty perfect here, where you can jump and pull it out. And then you're going to want to go back the way you came, go up this ladder, and then push that down. Be careful, because that thing's going to be trying to shut, and you can get killed. So you got to do it sneakily like that. Now you want to pull this bad boy all the way to the right, and you're going to be taking up a gigantic cogwheel. If you climb up on that platform there above you, and don't click the switch, and then jump on the cogwheel, go all the way to the right, you'll see an egg. But we're going to skip that for now. So we're going to push this bad boy all the way to the right, and hopefully it'll get caught on one of these cogs. You might have noticed I was pushing up against that with my joystick. Sometimes you have to do that to get it to catch. And then you just ride up. Now you don't have to follow this one down, which I do. I mean, different playthroughs I've followed it down, but what you want to do is you want to get up here and push this one down, because you need both of them eventually. And in my first playthrough, I was going up the ladder, down the ladder, thinking I might need the boxes for something else. You just want to get them down here, so just bring them down here. You want to move this one all the way to the left up against the wall. And I'm sure you can already see what's going on here. You're going to want to use that other one to trigger that switch. Then you want to turn around real quick and hop up, and up we go. Now this electrical floor over here on the right underneath the chain, there's a little trick to this. If you click the switch, it'll just send the chain out and send the chain back. As you can see there's no way you're going to, make the jump without hitting the electricity. So bring it back, and what you want to do is you want to swing on this as much as you feel comfortable, get it really swinging, and then jump back off to your left and click the switch. That'll then take that chain platform into the middle, but the chain will still have the momentum, so you'll be able to run out there and jump and miss all the electricity bullcrap underneath you. Like so. Cowabunga, baby. You might want to, if you're playing along with me before you push this cog in, you might want to watch forward a little bit. But now that you push the cog in, the entire level will start rotating counterclockwise. Now where I'm standing, that flap is going to fall down. So as soon as you can move up what was the wall, which will become the floor, move up and make sure you're out of the way, otherwise you'll get crushed. And once that opens, you're going to want to move to the right. Here comes the heavy thing. There you go. Now just ride this cogwheel up. Now this is a little foreshadowing of what's to come. This is a basically magnet platform. What you're going to want to do here is push this all the way up to the right, and it's going to start sliding down, and you're going to want to stop, basically activate the magnetism to stop the block in the appropriate space. Now you can test this out as much as you want, but a good way to test out if you have it is what I just did. Is I jumped up on the right, and then what I should have done is jump up to the left. So before you jump up there and click the switch and everything, to check if your box position is good, you should be able to jump off the box to that ledge on the right and jump off the box to the ladder. If you can do that, that box is perfectly positioned for you to make it to the big gate before it shuts on you. And as you can see here, after beating the game multiple times, it still takes, you know, multiple tries to get this block exactly in the correct position. And I found it's like, if you look underneath that platform there, I have it a little bit too far to the right. If you can get it within the first quarter of that spacing, like right there, it should be good. And here I am testing it. There I can get to the ladder, and I can obviously get to the ledge. So now I know that when I click this switch, I'll be able to make the whole trip before the gate comes down. Up we go, and sure enough, I got headroom. Again, if you're playing along with the video, you might want to look ahead. This part's fun. Before you click that switch, this is a must. Pull this block over right underneath the chain. Oh, our friends the saw blades are back. Hit that switch down, climb up the chain, and I mean climb up it. Otherwise, you will get your lower half sawed right off. Now it's a death and patience waiting game. You have to wait for the whole level to turn again. As you can see, that wall's electrified, which will become the floor. So that box will become your salvation. Problem is, the level keeps turning, so you need to time dropping off of this chain with the box. As so. Now this is going to come rushing soon to the saw blade, and you're going to want to jump to the following chain, which is above the saw blade, right there. And then jump off and slide down. Whee! Oh, it looks like there's a boulder there, a little foreshadowing. Again, if you're playing with the video, you might want to watch forward. Once you click the switch, the entire level rotates the other direction. As you can see, Limbo's getting really cool here. They're doing really different stuff. Kind of complicated. You want to push this block all the way to the right, but do not push it down into that little hole, because you need to jump across this gap. And there's going to be that thing falling right there. So be careful. Welcome to the land of no light. That's a little foreshadowing, which we're going to have to deal with a little later. But don't worry about that now, because it looks like you have found your sister. Congratulations, and oh, there's a brain slug. So it looks like we're heading to the left. We'll have to talk to her later, apparently. Head back over the cogs, obviously, because you have no choice. And you're going to want to make this jump and get back to that swinging lamp you saw. And like most cruelly designed games, you'll find that when you thought you were done, you weren't, because right when you get out to this cog, you realize that the entire thing was an illusion. So now we're on conveyor belts with presses, which isn't fun at all. Basically, you want to time jumping up onto this as it comes up. As you see, I'm waiting for it to come up there. We're going to come back up this ladder in a couple seconds here to get egg. I'll actually show you the egg in this video. Hang there. And now you need all this time right as it comes down to get across. Vice versa, when you backtrack, you're going to have to do the same thing. There's your salvation there hanging off that industrial junk. Jump on a box and hop up. Brain slug free. I just did an editing cut, but what I'm doing here is I'm pushing this box back because I need it to jump up onto the press that we came from. Again, just hang there. Chill out. Once it starts lowering, you want to climb in. Now you want to stand right in this little spacing and jump. Boom, you're on the ladder. If you move to your right, we're going to find an egg, and we're also going to find the end of the video because we're nearing 10 minutes. And then we're going to have some cog fun next time in part 6.